When we look at the first Thanksgiving in 1621, we see more than just a feast. We see a master class in survival and leadership. My focus today is simple. How could the first Thanksgiving have been different? And what specific leadership factors prevented disaster? The Pilgrims, having lost half of their colony in the first winter, were in a desperate situation. Their survival was only secured by a 3-day gathering with the Wampanoag people led by Massasoit. This success was not an accident. It was a deliberate act of inclusive leadership. The biggest danger the Pilgrims faced was groupthink, the tendency for groups to prioritize agreement over critical thinking. If they had been insulated and arrogant, they would have relied only on their limited, failing European knowledge and dismissed outside help. The leadership prevented this by embracing forced diversity of thought. The Pilgrims were compelled to listen to an outside voice, Squanto. Squanto provided vital knowledge, how to plant native crops, how to fish the waters, shattering the illusion the Pilgrims could survive alone. He was the essential outside perspective that groupthink actively suppresses. Furthermore, the scale of the interaction mattered. When 90 Wampanoag men arrived for the feast, the Pilgrims couldn't retreat into ignorant decision-making. The two sides were forced into respectful, open communication and reciprocal generosity, laying the foundation for a durable treaty. If groupthink had prevailed, the outcome would have been tragic. If Pilgrim leaders motivated by fear or prejudice had hoarded their resources and dismissed the Wampanoag's expertise, the alliance would have broken. Conflict would have erupted. Wampanoag support would have been withdrawn, and the colony would have likely collapsed in its infancy. A decision rooted in internal fear would have been fatal. The 3-day gathering became successful because the leaders involved chose empathy and connection over isolation and arrogance. They actively sought and embraced external perspectives in a moment of crisis. The ultimate lesson of 1621 is that truly successful leadership is always inclusive leadership. We really need to remember that the greatest factor in their survival was not luck or faith, but the deliberate choice to listen and engage in those or with those who were different.